Hello there and welcome to a quick video about Range Rover P38 GPS signals. Now, I've been having a problem with my GPS and there was no position sensor on it. It just wasn't working. Now, I'll explain why and what I did wrong in the long and short of it. Now, the way to see if you're getting a GPS position, go to the menu function, down to set, and you go into what's called the hidden menu. So press and hold menu for 10 seconds, and this is what's called the hidden function. So we went into set and then press and hold the menu. Right, and then this is the service mode, all the way down to sensor check, and mine was giving GPS satellite 0 and GPS status, and it said reception interference. So, things to do if you've got those. So you go in the hidden menu, reception interference, you know you've got a problem somewhere. Now, the cause of mine was when I bought the car, the Sat Nav didn't work at all. This was the original Sat Nav unit I had in it. Now, this is called the Mark II one, and it's a YIB 1060. So that was dead. The reason these fail is if people remove them and disconnect the plugs at the back without disconnecting the car battery first. That's what I'm led to believe. So if you're removing them, always disconnect the car battery, wait a few seconds, and then disconnect the units. So I removed this unit and then put this unit in, which, to be fair, looked almost identical and worked within reason. If you look, the original one had a square button, and the new one's got a curved eject button. So I put this, which is called the Mark III unit, in, and all the functions worked perfectly. The sat nav screen worked, the maps worked, everything worked except there was no GPS position. Now, ultimately, the long and short of it is these were both out of a P38. The Mark II system, if you look at the back, only has 2 plugs and no GPS aerial input. So the GPS aerial is in the bonnet. I'll show you where that is in a minute. The Mark II system, which originally had, then the aerial, which here comes into this box and then goes into the CD drive, I believe. So all I did is to resolve it, is remove the GPS aerial from this box, reroute it, and then put it in straight into the back of the Mark III system. So if you see, that one's got the 2 plugs there identical, but the aerial goes in there. So before it was going into there, but now it just goes straight into there. Slight problem was the length of this cable. I had to pull it straight and it's quite tight fitting. So yeah, if you're going from YIB 1060 to the Mark III system, there seems to be lots more of these available online. You need to bypass that, I presume, booster box, and that seemed to rectify the problem perfectly. The other reason that GPS signal is sometimes lost is your GPS antenna is there. So the way to do it is, unfortunately, you have to remove the wipers, remove this, remove the scuttle panel, and then you'll find the GPS antenna. It's a Trimble antenna, and next to it is a little rubber block. You can pull the sleeve back on the rubber block and you'll see the connectors there. Mine were perfectly fine. I took all this off first and then I realised that wasn't the problem. So that is a quick explanation of changing from a Mark II unit to a Mark III unit. Disconnect that box and bypass it. Hope this is of some help, and yeah, happy P38 motoring.